So Jeff and Kelly met at college and eventually got married. For many years, their life together went well. Jeff had never been jealous of his wife for any reason, but lately, he's been noticing something strange about Kelly. So today, Jeff finally comes up with a plan. He waits until Kelly is asleep and checks the content of her bag to figure out what she's hiding. There are a few things in the bag: a hairbrush, lipstick, headphones, apartment keys, some notes, and a couple of hair bands. After the search, Jeff realizes that Kelly's seeing someone else. How did he know? Kelly and Jeff's keys are hanging over here. So these keys in Kelly's bag are definitely from some other apartment. Uh-oh, busted. Helga and Candy are sisters, but they haven't seen each other since early childhood. They lost their parents and ended up in different families and in different countries. And finally, today is the day of their reunion. Candy is about to fly from Thailand to meet Helga in the USA. Helga buys a gift and goes to the airport to meet Candy. She has never seen her grown-up sister, so she's having a hard time trying to find her among the passengers. One of these ladies is Candy. Can you guess who? This lady's outfit is too warm for Thailand, and this lady is wearing a t-shirt from Italy. So she probably just arrived from this country. And the fourth lady is a stewardess. So Candy is over here. A huge drama is taking place in the music school this morning. Someone broke into the piano teacher's office and robbed it. The detective arrives at the crime scene. No one had left the building since the robbery, so his task is to find the criminal as soon as possible. The detective questions 3 suspects. Luke says, "I was on the phone with my student's parents because he's pulling pranks all the time." Molly says, "I was playing my guitar and getting ready for class. Today, my students will learn a new song." And Bill says, "I was arguing with the cleaning lady. She always leaves dust on the floor." Who's the robber? Molly. Take a closer look at her guitar. It's missing a string. She left it at the crime scene. Can you find 3 emojis in this room? Here they are. Now what about this room? Can you spot 3 emojis? Over here. There's a beauty contest taking place in a small town. All contestants get stickers with their numbers. And now they're ready to start. Suddenly, the lights go off. When electricity is back again, everyone sees that the judge, Frank, is covered with paint. Frank is furious. He questions the suspects who were nearby when the lights went on. All of the ladies deny their guilt. But Frank quickly figures out who the prankster is. What about you? This lady dropped her number sticker when pulling the prank. She's the only one without it, so she must be guilty. Jessica has a superpower. She looks through any obstacles like walls, curtains, and even suitcases. Her task is to scan this guy's bag and guess his job. Can you help her? He's a doctor. There's a stethoscope and pills in his bag. What about this guy? Can you guess his job? He's an archaeologist. There's a brush and an ancient map in his bag. Here's the next bag. Can you help Jessica figure out this lady's job? She has a package of tests with grades, so she must be a teacher. Who is in bigger danger? It's this guy. He left a jar of gasoline next to his barbecue. Rick wakes up in the middle of the night in his mansion. He walks down the dark corridor to grab some snacks in the kitchen. Suddenly, he sees a figure in a creepy mask. It jumps out of nowhere, throws a balloon into Rick's chest, and runs away. The balloon blows up, and it turns out that it's filled with paint. Rick lives in this house with 3 sisters, Lily, Liza, and Laura. There are no other people here tonight, so he questions them to figure out who pulled the prank. Liza says, "I was walking to the bathroom, and I noticed Lily throwing something at your back." Laura says, "I also saw Lily. She was running away to her room, taking off the costume on the go." And Lily says, "I was in my room all the time. I had a video call with my boyfriend." So, who pulled the prank? Laura and Lisa. The balloon crashed into Rick's chest, not his back. Bella returns home from a business trip. Oh no! Someone broke the lock and robbed her apartment. The police arrive quickly and examine the crime scene. They question 3 suspects among the neighbors. Tyler says, "I spent all day with my girlfriend at her house, and I returned 20 minutes ago, so I have no clue what happened here." Bianca says, "I spent a couple of days at home. I packed my boxes and furniture because I'm moving out tonight. I didn't hear anything weird." And Nick says, "I was walking my dogs in the park. We returned about 2 hours ago, but your door looked as usual." Who's lying? Bianca. Let's take a look inside her apartment. Her stuff and furniture are still unpacked. It doesn't look like she's moving out today. Can you guess who's not from this planet? This lady. She has tentacles instead of feet. What about these swimmers? Can you spot a guest from another planet? How about this guy? He can breathe underwater. Let's take a look at the subway. Who's not a real human? Well, this guy has 4 arms. What about these guys? Can you find a zombie? This lady, her fancy gloves are zombies' hands. How many guests from another planet can you spot in this picture? One, 2, 3, and 4. Nina returns to her workplace from lunch after 1 hour of absence. Wow, there's a huge bouquet of roses on her desk. The card says that the flowers are from a secret admirer. Nina questions her coworkers. Ethan says, "I went to the bathroom 20 minutes ago. When I returned, the flowers were already here." Alex says, "I spent the last hour discussing my promotion with the boss." And Jim says, "I was having lunch with my girlfriend. She would never forgive me if I gave such fancy flowers to someone other than her." So, who's lying? Let's take a closer look at the gift packaging. These symbols are actually doubled letters, so it was Alex. Ah. 3 friends, Kyle, Willie, and Holly, go to an amusement park. Kyle brings the tickets. He was worried they'd be sold out. That's why he bought them in advance at a kiosk in the city. The friends walk up to the entrance. But the guard stops them. He wants to double-check their tickets. And it turns out that 2 tickets are fake. Can you spot the fake tickets? This ticket has a different watermark, and this one has a mistake in the code. Amy wakes up in a weird, dusty attic. She wanders around and sees 3 doors. Suddenly, the attic begins to get filled with water. Amy has to choose a door quickly to escape. But each door is hiding a danger. There's a giant hungry shark behind the first door. There are live electrical wires behind the second door. And there's a deep hole with shark spikes at the bottom behind the third door. Which door can Amy choose? If the attic is full of water, they can swim over the pit. Leah is a geography teacher. She unlocks her classroom early in the morning and sees that someone drew graffiti on the world map. Only 3 people are at the school at this hour. Leah questions them. The cleaner, David, says, "I arrived here first and spent all the time cleaning the floors in the corridor." Another teacher, Nina, says, "I just arrived from home and went straight to the cafeteria. I bought a takeaway coffee, headed to my class, and that's when I met you." The repairman, Mike, says, "I was fixing the pipes in the toilet. I don't have time for pranks." Who's lying? Nina said she bought some coffee, but her hands are empty. Only 3 people are at the school at the moment, so the local cafeteria can't be working. Oh, Nina, you fibber. That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.